Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back, friends. Welcome back to another video lecture by Kami microbiologist. Today in this video we are going to talk about red cell distribution width. This is again the video lecture that is regarded to the hematology lectures, and it is actually regarded with the CBC or RBC. Now, red cell distribution width, before that we already talked about the MCV, MCH and MCHC. This video lecture is actually related to the MCV, MCH and MCHC. Why? Because in this parameters we also determine the MCV, MCHC and MCH. So before going to explain this, you have to know about the MCV, MCH and MCHC. These are really important for you. Then come back to this video. Okay, now what is a red cell distribution width? A red cell distribution width, again, this is the parameter of the RBC count, in which we mostly find out the differences between in the volume of the RBC as well as the size of the RBC. Then the normal, all of you better know that we have the normal RBC. Normal RBC size is actually 6 to 8 micrometer in diameter, while the RDW will be changed due to the variation in the size of RBC. Means if the RBC size are larger, so then it may affect on the RDW value. Then we have the purposes of this test. Remember guys, this test means the use is the importance or the application of this test. We not mostly use this test because through this test we can find out the anemia and isocytosis, liver diseases, thalassemia and cancer, which we already talked in the MCV, MCH and MCHC. Using these tests we can also find out the same type of the diseases as we talked in this case. That's why this test is not mostly recommended, and it is not too much important test. Okay, but still if we want to talk about their purposes, so we mostly use it to find out the disease of anemia, in which oxygen level or the red blood cell level are become low. We found out the N-isocytosis. N-isocytosis means the size variation of the RBC, means the variation in size of the RBC. Liver diseases means we check the liver function. Thalassemia is the genetic disease in which the body do not have the ability to produce enough protein like globulin, like we can say cancer, in which the cell are abnormally grow and their division will be not controlled. Now let's talk the normal range of RDW. The normal range of as there are mostly two types of the RDW. Okay, one is called as RDW-SD. SD means standard deviation, and the second is called as RDW-CV, coefficient variation. RDW-SD normal range is 40 to 50 fectoliter, and the normal range of RDW-CV is 11.5 to 15%. Then we have the types of the RDWs. As we talked that there are two types of the RDW. One is the RDW-CV and second is the RDW-SD. RDW-CV. Now the RDW-CV, it is actually especially important to find out the width of the RBC, means the RBC width and their distribution, as well as their curve. We can find out the RBC width and their distribution by the curved line, and due to this RDW-CV we can also find out the mean size of the RBC as well. Now what is RDW-SD? RDW-SD means the volume of the RBC divided by MCV. We call that RDW-SD. Let's talk about the procedure through which we can find out the RDW. Remember guys, there is no special techniques or manually techniques through which we can find out the RDW, because RDW is not too much important to find out it, but still it is the parameter as we talked. But if we want to find out it, so we mostly find out it using hematology analyzer machine. How? Now how to find out the RDW using this hematology analyzer machine? In this case, first of all we take the blood in a DTA tube, and then what we do, we remove the cap from the agitate tube, and then we will dip this needle, as you can see, into the agitate tube. This is, let's suppose, the agitate tube. So we will dip the needle into the agitate tube that is filled with blood. Then we will press this button. Once we press the button, so they will take the blood, and then this needle will get enter into the machine. After that, what happen, after 5 minutes, they will give you the report. And not only they will give you the RDW, but they also give you some other reports, like other parameters of the CBC, like DLC, TLC, RBC count, platelet count, etc. Then we have the different types of diseases and different types of the condition in which the RDW are get high. And there are some diseases and some condition and some main causes in which the RDW value are normal. Now what's the reason behind that? Remember guys, it means from these things it is also clear that RDW is not too much important, because RDW are always, when there is the RDW are get high, so we not focusing on it. We mostly focusing on MCH and MCV. We mostly focusing on MCV, because when we focusing on MCV, so we easily find out the RDW. That's why we not focusing on the RDW. If it get high, if it is normal, if it is low, so it doesn't mean that there is diseases or condition. There are still the body is normal functioning. For that purpose, we mostly focusing on the MCV value. Now let's see that on which condition the RDW get high. Remember guys, we better know that iron, folate and vitamin B, these three substances or ingredients can maintain the MCV normal range. Now if it is deficient, so what happen, the MCV value sometime get high, sometime get low. Due to this way, what happens, sometime macrocytic anemia occur, or sometime microcytic anemia occur. Means if it is get high, so then macrocytic anemia occur. It means that the cell size are get high or are large, RBC size are get large. And if it is low, MCV value is low, so then what happen, microcytic anemia will occur, in which there is low number of the RBC condition, the RDW get high. Then we have the normal range of the RDW. Although the RDW is normal, but still there are some diseases. Now what type of diseases we have in which the RDW value are normal? RDW value are also normal in the case of MCV, when the MCV value is low. Then in this case the RDW are normal. And if the MCV value are low, it can cause anemia due to the thalassemia or chronic disease. What does it mean? It means that if there is thalassemia or chronic kidney disease, what we have the low of the MCV, and it will cause anemia. And due to this way, the RDW are also normal. When the MCV value are high, that cause aplastic anemia. So remember guys, the MCV value will be high in the case of liver diseases. Okay, so these are the most important thing about the RDW. I hope you guys get idea about that. Thanks for watching.